This is Destiny Tales, where pain turns into power, and ordinary lives create extraordinary stories. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, because sometimes destiny hides behind the most unexpected faces. It was talent show night at Lincoln High School. The grand auditorium glittered with bright lights and loud cheers. Students laughed, danced, and performed proudly. Among them stood a quiet girl, Lily Harper, the janitor's daughter. She wore a simple white shirt, old jeans, and carried an old scratched guitar. While others showed confidence, Lily stood silently, her hands trembling. The students near the front row whispered and laughed. "What's she going to do?" "Clean the stage." Someone joked, and laughter filled the hall. Lily heard it all, every cruel word, but she didn't let her tears fall. She looked down at her guitar, the one her father bought second-hand after saving money for months. It wasn't perfect, but to Lily it was everything. The host announced, "Next performer, Lily Harper." The lights dimmed. She stepped on stage, the crowd still murmuring and giggling. Her heart pounded, her knees weak, but she remembered her father's words. "No matter who laughs, play your truth." She sat on the stool, adjusted the mic, and whispered, "This song is for my dad." The laughter slowly faded into silence. She began to strum the guitar, soft, shaky notes that slowly found rhythm. Her voice rose, gentle yet filled with emotion. She sang of long nights, hard work, and her father's sacrifice. Her words painted pain, love, and strength in every line. The crowd that once mocked her now stared silently, moved by the raw truth in her song. By the time she finished, there wasn't a single whisper in the room. Even the bullies who laughed were speechless. The last note echoed softly through the hall, and from the back a man clapped proudly. Her father. Tears filled Lily's eyes. That one clap turned into hundreds. The same crowd that mocked her now stood to cheer. In that moment, the janitor's daughter became the school's brightest star. Because when courage meets heart, even the quietest voice can silence the world. This is Destiny Tales, where courage breaks silence and hearts finally listen. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes one brave moment can change an entire life. The last note of Lily's song still floated in the air like a whisper. The crowd that once mocked her was now frozen in silence. You could hear a pin drop. For a heartbeat, no one moved. Even Lily couldn't tell if they liked it or hated it. Then, from the back of the hall came a sound. One single clap. It was her father. His rough, tired hands came together with pride and love. That one clap echoed across the room, breaking the silence. Then another joined, and another, until the entire auditorium stood, cheering, clapping, shouting her name. Lily blinked through her tears. She had dreamed of this moment, but never like this. The people who once laughed were now applauding her. Even the girls who had mocked her backstage stood with watery eyes, whispering, "She's incredible." The host stepped up, speechless for a second, before saying, "That was truly special." The audience cheered louder. For the first time in her life, Lily wasn't invisible. She was seen, she was heard. Her father stood by the exit door, eyes shining with tears. He had spent years cleaning that very floor, watching others ignore his daughter. But tonight, she had made the same stage her throne. After the show, Lily quietly packed her guitar and walked toward her father. He didn't say anything at first. He just hugged her tightly. "You did it," he whispered. "You made them see who you really are." Lily smiled through her tears. "I just played from my heart, Dad," he smiled back. "That's what true music is, sweetheart. Heart." That night, the world outside felt different. The stars looked brighter, and Lily finally believed that her story had just begun. Because sometimes, when life tries to silence you, your voice becomes the loudest sound in the world. This is Destiny Tales, where broken hearts find purpose and courage turns into destiny. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, because some victories aren't won on stage, they're won within the heart. The next morning, Lincoln High School felt different. The same students who once ignored Lily were now whispering her name with admiration. Her song had become the talk of the entire school. She was amazing last night. I can't believe we ever laughed at her. Lily walked down the hall quietly, her guitar case in hand. People smiled at her, and this time it wasn't mockery. It was respect. In class, her teacher paused and said proudly, "Lily, you reminded us that talent has no background. Well done." The whole class clapped, and Lily smiled shyly, whispering, "Thank you." Later, she opened her locker and found a small note. It read, "I'm sorry for laughing at you. You inspired us all." It was signed by the same girls who had mocked her before. Lily folded it gently, smiled, and slipped it into her notebook. That evening, she sat by her window, the golden sunset lighting her face. Her father walked in with a proud smile. "Guess what, Lily?" he said, holding a letter. "The principal called. They want you to represent the school at the Regional Talent Gala." Lily's heart skipped a beat. "Me? Are you serious?" Her father nodded proudly. "You earned it." The following week, the big night arrived. The stage was grander, the lights brighter, the audience larger, but Lily was calm. She walked out wearing a simple blue dress, holding her old guitar like a friend. She took a deep breath and said softly into the mic, "I used to be afraid to be seen, but tonight I play for everyone who ever felt small." Her fingers touched the strings and music filled the hall, powerful, soulful, and full of courage. Every note carried her journey, from pain to pride, and as the final chord echoed, the crowd rose to their feet. The janitor's daughter had once again stolen the world's heart. This is Destiny Tales, where courage writes its own ending. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes the ones the world laughs at become the ones the world applauds. The night of the Regional Talent Gala changed everything for Lily Harper. Her performance went viral within hours. Her voice, her story, and her courage touched thousands of hearts online. She wasn't just the janitor's daughter anymore. She was an inspiration. The next morning, Lily and her father sat together at their small kitchen table, sipping tea in silence, when suddenly the radio host's voice filled the room. And the winner of this year's Regional Talent Gala is Lily Harper from Lincoln High. Her father froze, eyes wide. "Lily, that's you!" he shouted, his voice shaking with joy. Lily dropped her cup, tears welling up in her eyes. "Dad, we did it. We really did." He hugged her tightly. "You showed them who you are. I'm so proud of you." Later that day, Lincoln High held a special ceremony in her honor. The same stage that once echoed with laughter now glittered with decorations that read, "Congratulations, Lily Harper." The principal smiled proudly as he handed her a golden trophy and a letter. It was a full music scholarship to one of the best academies in the country. Lily couldn't stop her tears. The crowd cheered. Her father stood in the back, his eyes shining. The man who once cleaned those floors was now watching his daughter be celebrated upon them. That night, they walked home under glowing streetlights. Lily looked up at the stars and said softly, "Dad, do you think Mom would be proud?" He smiled gently. "She's smiling right now, Lily. You made her proud, and me too." Lily hugged her father tightly. "I just sang my truth, Dad," he whispered back. And the truth always wins. Years later, Lily's name became known worldwide, but she never forgot where it all began. Because destiny doesn't care who you are, only how brave your heart can be.